And so what I'm talking about is marriage and money. Money is one of the top two things couples fight about, um, sex being the other one. And the thing is that in truth, you're not fighting about the dollars and cents, but you're fighting about what money means to you. And this all came up because I was reading a post in Upworthy about a couple. They weren't married yet, but they've been together for a couple of years and they were on vacation together. And they have split everything 50-50 down the middle, right? Because that's fair, except for one small problem. He makes 3 times the salary that she makes. But they were going to split everything 50-50 on the trip with his family. Now, here's the problem. She actually didn't eat several meals. She didn't go on some of the things because she couldn't afford it and nobody bothered to ask her. Now, if this couple gets married, they're headed for trouble because of this idea that things have to be 50-50. Okay. So if money is a problem in your marriage and you know it and you want to do something about it, then I invite you to send me an email or get in touch in some way and we'll talk about it. Um, but what's really going on with this couple and many couples is this idea of equal contribution, right? And that's marriage is not 50-50. Sometimes I will do more, sometimes my partner will do more. But marriage, you're on a team. I don't know if you realize this, but the Olympics are coming up and there are two events that anybody who participated in getting the team to the gold medal gets a gold medal. Those are the relays. They're the swimming relays, they're the running relays. And you could have been on the team that did the first qualification run, but you get a medal, right? The people who win the teams that win the World Series or the Super Bowl, they all get a ring, whether or not they played one play or they played the entire game, right? This idea that we have to split things up equally gets people into trouble. And my clients who work with me, who understand where I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, know how I feel about the word fair, because to me, fair is what happens in October on Hillsborough Place in your marriage. Because, you know, the money that the two of you earn is what is going to allow you to live. And if you're dissecting it into bits and pieces of this is my money and this is your money, you're creating a separation in your marriage. Now, if you guys make similar salaries, it might not be a problem. But if you don't make similar salaries, like in the couple in this post, then what's going to happen is the person who makes less is always going to feel like less than a partner. And I've had this conversation with a lot of my clients over the years because maybe one partner stays home with the kids or takes a part-time job to be available for the kids or other family things. And are they contributing? Well, of course they're contributing. They're contributing to the well-being of the family. They may not be contributing equally in dollars and cents, but they certainly are contributing. They're keeping money from going out. If you've priced childcare, you know that somebody who stays home with the kids saves a lot of money. And some jobs just don't pay the same. I don't care how fantastic, stupendous, utterly amazing you are as a teacher or a nurse or a daycare worker, you are not going to be able to make the kind of money that a CEO is going to make. Or, so this idea that we have to have everything be equal is really going to be problematic in your relationship. I remember years ago having a couple, and it was the same sort of thing. They were moving in together, they were engaged, they weren't married yet, and he made more money than she did, and she wanted to get a rug for one of the rooms in the house, but she didn't have enough money, and she didn't feel like she could ask for that. I mean, unless of course she asked for it as a birthday present or a Christmas present, but not just as something that she would like to have in the house she was living in. And her fiance, nice guy. I mean, he was a really nice guy, but it didn't occur to him that as he went off and bought the high-end stereo system that he wanted and he could afford, that there was something that she also wanted, but she couldn't pay either for the full amount or her half of it, right? And this is, and I get it. I do. And money is very, very personal because, as I said, money is not just the dollars and cents. It's what money means to each of you. It could be status, it could be security, it could be freedom, it could be love, it could be all these things, not just the dollars and cents in your bank account. And to be quite honest, there is not a state in the United States that does not see your guys' finances as combined. You can keep them separate, but when you pay your taxes, they all come in together. And this idea that there's your money and my money sets up this tension that doesn't have to be there. And so the biggest question to ask is if you guys are having difficulty with money in your marriage, the question that needs to be answered is why? Is somebody spending more money than you guys make? Okay, that's a legitimate issue to talk about. Does somebody want to spend money on something that the other person doesn't think is valid? Now we've got a problem, okay? And so being able to talk about money, being able to talk about what it is, why you feel the way you feel about it, and everything around it, like they aren't valued in the relationship because they bring in a different amount of money. That's going to create problems long term. You guys aren't working as a team. You're just going to create these challenges. And the thing is that there are at what's actually going on and how you each feel about it. Okay. So again, we don't want 50-50 because contributions, financial contributions aren't always what's coming in. It's also what's not going out. And it's also being allowed for both of you to feel like you're part of the relationship, like you have equal say, like you can have some of the things that make you feel good, that make you um, feel safe and secure, to be able to have those things, the things that make you feel comfortable, that you want to be able to have those things as part of your team. So if you have any questions about this, put them down below. I'm interested in getting your feedback. And also, if you want some help dealing with this really common issue in your relationship, then I invite you to send me an email at Lesli, Lesli, at foundationscoachingnc.com, or you could put a comment down below in the comment section, or you can direct message me. But don't let money tear your marriage apart. So until next week, stay loving.